I come from the year 2169 to bring you the NERF Doomlands Impact Zone Desolator. I'm just kidding. This is 2016, and I'm going to give you guys a full in-depth review and showcase of the NERF Doomlands Desolator. So as always, remember to drop the video a big fat like to show your support for the channel and to show that you're active. Let's try to break 75 likes. Also, you guys have been killing it on the support lately. We just hit 4,000 subscribers, which is just crazy for this channel. I think that's just awesome. I was super excited for this blaster when it was first announced. It just looked really cool and it looked like a really fun blaster. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. So once you've put in 4 AA batteries, you can go ahead and load the included magazine with 10 NERF Elite darts, put the magazine into the blaster, hold down the acceleration trigger, and every time you pull the regular trigger, it will fire 1 dart. So this is the NERF Doomlands Impact Zone Desolator, like I already mentioned. This blaster actually reminds me a lot of the NERF Elite Raven, whereas the Raven was also semi-auto and had a built-in stock. The only difference here is that the magazine is in front of the trigger instead of behind. Taking a little overview of the blaster though, we have 2 sling attachment points right there, 2 tactical rails, a non-barrel attachment point, and down here we have a magazine release, we have an acceleration trigger, a firing trigger, and the magazine itself. The magazine looks really cool. I definitely really like this magazine because it has like the little white bumper thing. I think that looks really cool. This one only holds 10 darts, of course, so definitely not really that war practical, but still looks really cool. One con that I have about the magazine well is that when you're trying to put your magazine into the blaster, then they have this little bit of overlap on the magazine well, so it's a little hard to shove your magazine into the blaster. A tip that I have is that you kind of like curve it into the blaster like this, and then you can shove the whole thing in. I think that's a little bit easier because in the heat of a battle, it might be a little hard to, like shove it in really fast. Just curve it a little and you should be good to go. I also really like how the colors really blend really well. I think the white right next to the black looks really cool. I really like this little Arctic theme scheme right here that's going on. Definitely think that's really cool. We also have this little bit of a transparency going on here, so you can go ahead and look right in there and see how many darts you have or whatever. I think that's really cool as well. We also have a jam door up here for you to clear your jams whenever you need them. A little thing that's annoying is that it doesn't like stay open, it just kind of falls down and closes on you. So right there you can clear your jams whenever you need to. So yeah. Also, this grip is super duper comfortable. It might be a little bit uncomfortable for some larger hands, but it works really well for me. It's really nice for me to hold it, but some older people may have a little bit of trouble. Right here, we also have a nice place for when you're shouldering the blaster, then you can go ahead and put your hand there to stabilize. think that's really cool, and it makes it really, really comfortable. Of course, this stock is super duper comfortable. It feels a little thin to me at some points. I feel like it should be a little bit thicker, but it's still really comfortable. I like how it's a little back heavy because the batteries are back here. Some people like it front heavy, some people like it back heavy. For me, I like it more back heavy. I think that's more comfortable. Super duper cool blaster though. Let's go ahead and fire the blaster. So if you couldn't tell, I really, really like this blaster. This has to be one of my favorite blasters that's come out ever, just because it's just really fun to play with and really cool. Some pros of the blaster are that it's magazine fed, which means that you can exchange this for a much larger magazine like an 18 or a 25. Even a 12 would work because the included 10 dart magazine isn't very good for Nerf wars, but you know, I still really like it. Yet another pro is that this blaster is super duper comfortable to shoulder. It just feels really nice. Like I said, reminds me a ton of the Raven just because the Raven was always so comfortable to shoulder just because of that bullpup design. This one is still really, really nice to shoulder, especially with this added curved place for your grip so you can hold it right there. That's super duper nice. It's just really, really comfortable. Also, the magwell has a little bit of an overlap, so it's sometimes hard to jam your magazine in there in the heat of a battle. So you kind of have to curve it in like that and then shove it in. That works a lot better for me. And another thing is that it's not very compatible with all the tactical rail accessories and stuff. It does have 2 tactical rails, unlike the Strife, whereas the Strife had a barrel attachment point and a stock attachment point. This one has none of those, so you can't really put all your accessories on this blaster. But I never really was into all those accessories just to make the blaster look cool, but still, that's one of the cons. But in the end, I really, really like the NERF Doomlands Desolator. It's a very fun blaster, very fun to use, super duper comfortable, and just really fun. This has to definitely be one of my favorite blasters that NERF has come out with in a while, so I definitely recommend you buy one of these. I got mine at Target using the DPCI code. They only had one left, which was crazy, but I did get it, and I'm super happy with my buy. So that's all for this review. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, type a comment, and subscribe. But that's all for this video. Remember to turn up that volume. I'll see you guys later.